of our series, our youth series, and this time around now is the 20th episode. We started this journey for quite a while, and we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're on 20th episode now. And what is it about? Because the Lord is the one that gave us this assignment, so we are also going to conclude it by giving Him the glory always. So whatever we have said that you should do and we have discussed, eventually we must give God glory always. So this is the title of this particular episode. So welcome back. Like I said before, the topic for today's work is going to be giving God glory always. No matter what you achieve in life, if you don't understand that it's God that gave you the ability, if you don't understand that it's God that enabled you to do it, then you will not learn to give glory. Now the Bible will say something. They will say that when you know how to think, you know how to give thanks. So at this time, if you have this illusion that whatever you have achieved, whatever you have become is by your power, then you will be wrong. And as a young person, as you are growing up, you should learn even that the breath of your nostrils is God's mercy. Because there are people paying thousands of naira in the hospital to buy oxygen. I have had patients in the hospital that have come to visit and have seen them having to depend on this to breathe. And you can also remember during the COVID that people were always, that was a major requirement there because it was a lung disease. So people needed oxygen all the time. And that's where you understand. I tell people when at times, even the smallest part of your body, by the time you have an injury, that's where you understand how important it is. When I have with low on this hand, I was writing my exam in Form 3 then, and my tears were coming out. Though they told me go, but I've always believed that I don't really feel good about my result if I do not compete with my mates. So I was writing and I was crying. And that's where you know how painful that little finger was to the whole of my body. And that is it. And many people can tell you that. So in all we do, one thing we should do is that we should give God the glory. So let's get right into it and begin to say that. So in all that we have said so far, do not forget, God is the baseline. God is the baseline. Always have that at the back of your mind. You want to become this, they will say, I want to become this, I want to become that. It is God that can make you to become. It is not how smart you are. And I think we have tried to show that throughout all this discussion so far. So never forget that God is the one that gave the ability. So we're going to take it one by one. So the first thing is that remember, He is the one giving you the ability. That ability you have to do that thing, that you are even healthy, He is the one that gave you the ability. So you should give Him the glory. Now He is the one giving you the opportunity. Remember that one. If there is no door open, no matter how you hit on it, it will not open. So it's the God giving you the opportunity. So remember to give Him thanks for that. So what are we going to be talking about? Now, even the grace to do that thing you want to do, is God giving you the grace. Because if the grace of God is not there with you, you will not be able to do that thing that you need to do. So He's the one giving you the grace. So you should remember that all the time. Now, the strength. What about the strength? He is the one giving you the strength. Because if you don't have the strength, you are lying down somewhere weak, useless. Will you be able to do that thing? No, you won't be able to. So remember that He's the one giving you the strength. So that is another reason why you must give Him the glory, why you must give Him the honor. Then He's also the one giving you the chance. The chance to do that thing is the one. Of course, you can relate this to the opportunity. But now if you have the opportunity and you cannot take it, then what do? He's also the one giving you the chance. So remember that. And that's another reason why you must always give Him glory. Because if God does not give you the chance, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you make it happen? I was telling people once that when I was serving in Alamala Barracks in Abeokuta then, because as corpers, they will say we are mess members. So every time there was a visitor, even if it's the president or head of state that time, because General Babangida was the head of state at the time that I was serving. Even if when he came, We must have cocktail party. And I was telling people then that, and so I was telling somebody, I said one thing that taught me, because, and that brings me to the what young people say that school is scam. Because one thing that I resolved and I came to know, I was a young person, very, very young person. I was just 23 or thereabout then. And I told myself then, I don't know what, I think I should be about 23 then if I was up to. I told myself then, people will say school is scam. And I said, okay, if you have the opportunity, and you said, you not say, please, this opportunity that you gave me, please, 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 I don't have a degree, let me quickly go and get certificate. And to take you 4 years, of course, to get a certificate. Will the opportunity still be waiting? No. But if you already have degree and the opportunity came, of course, you'll be able to just say, okay, please, let me go and bring my certificate. I heard of a young man that he was a Okada rider in Lokoja, and somebody employed him for that purpose. I was taking the person from this one to the other. I can't remember exactly the person that the story has to do with now. But when the guy now said, but you are so calm. He said, yes, that is I think he has degree or HND. I can't remember which one now. And I said, hey. He said, what did you do? He said, accountant. I said, okay. But this is my card. Go and bring your certificate and bring. And that was how the guy got a job. High management level job from being an Okada person. So if God did not give you the chance, if what happened? And that takes me to the next point. He's the one opening the doors. He's the one opening the doors. Pastor Ibukun Awoshika gave an example. He said there was somebody that came for interview, and then that when the Lord just told her that employ that person. He said that, so when she told her people that when they did the interview and she just know that they want to do magu with their person and push, and I said no, this person, that what the person called, the person actually is called good marks and it's called the highest and all that. So that's okay, but the Lord instructed her that employ this person. So she now said, okay, make sure this person is the one that you could give the job. So they did rule and all of that. The thing I just told her that day, she just now said, okay, the person said you should give her his best. The person said not to be interested, the person this and that. I gave people instruction, you are doing what? I say, employ this person. Now, it's easy to, of course, we know the way it is and all that is happening. It's easy they could have removed this person's name and put one minister's candidate or somebody. They go open that door and kept it open. He put a gatekeeper there that will make sure that door is open for that person. So you see now that it is not because you are smart, it's not because of you go first class, it's not because that, it is God that is also opening the door. So you need to give him the glory. Now it's also God that's answering all your unspoken prayers. Now you go, you come, you do traveling recently. It is God keeping me safe. I'm not the pilot, even with the pilot self. Is it not God that say, are you not see pilot people that they are flying plane? The plane crash, did they survive because that they are pilots? So it's God that is actually answering all your granting your unspoken prayers. Even when you see in your heart, you have not said it. When you are desiring it, God is making the way open. And just someone say, this person, what did you do, self? It's just for one thing to the other, and you just see that you are talking about that thing. There is the Lord that is leading you to your helpers. Sincerely enough. Young people, they just came, they thought about this thing, they asked and all of that. And from there, we are having a project here. It's God leading you to help us. You may not know how to do it, but you just do it in your corner, and God will just get somebody to find you. Somebody will just stumble on a video. Somebody will just stumble on something. And then the person will just say, oh, call that person for me. So you see that it is God that is leading you to your helper. And then it's the same God that is keeping you in health. He is the one keeping you in health. There was something that I think there was a day something was happening. I just felt somehow. I said, I said, no, this thing, don't come. I have to go and do this thing, this and that. And God just honored that. And I was in health. I remember many times when something happened, I started, because I had that covenant with God for years. I was somebody, I be an AA. Of course, I didn't understand why. I just knew that every 2 weeks I must be in the hospital with malaria. I didn't know why. So, and the doctors, they just decided that some said I was Ogbanji. Some said that I was some said that I was what is it called? I was a sickle seller. And that was even what made the doctor to do my genotype, that made us to discover that I was AA. So because he was not understanding why was I so frequent in the hospital. My mother, her own, she don't give up. Because on top of that, I will not eat. And then I was sickly. So she didn't know what to do again. So and all of that. But when I was serving when I asked the doctor, well, we were just talking about a doctor that was just serving a copper with us. And I said that, and I think he just asked, and I told her, I said, why am I always falling sick with this? And that's what my gender. I told him. He said, that's why now. Because you are A, you don't have any defense against malaria. I said, what's the connection? He said the S is supposed to be the African defense against malaria. But when you now have too much of it, now becomes a problem again when the person becomes SS. I say, So that was how I got to know. I knew I was very, but one thing that I did after I gave my life to, I asked God, no more. And God honored it. And that's why when I want to start feeling any symptom of malaria, I just say, God, remember, I can't do your work again if I'm down. So I will just wait and I will be okay. And I do not take it for granted. I give God the glory for that. Because it's God that is causing me to have that health. And it's also God that is granting you joy in your heart. It's you. I always tell people, this is about perspective. I remember I had a matter in my family once, and my husband was so devastated and all of that. So he was not sleeping. So everybody started calling me, your husband is not sleeping again. I had to start rushing down from Abuja, and I came. And I got there. He told me, and I said, what is your problem? See, this is a matter of perspective. When you look at this matter like this, oh, this is the first time we are having this thing, and it's a joy to the family. But when you look at this other thing, say, hey, this life don't finish. You that have been chairman at people's wedding, what will they say? I say, forget it. This is a source of joy. And that is what I say, yes, that is and he got up and he now ate and all of that. Of course, when this one of his relatives came and said, yeah, what I'm not, I said, I beg. I know he took me a whole night to calm my husband down. Don't come and raise his blood pressure again. The person kept quiet and wiped her tears. I said, what is the problem? This is the child killed somebody. What did the person do that had not been done before? So for me, it's a matter of perspective. When you see the thing, when you can look at what is good inside that thing, you will learn to also give glory to God. So it's God that is granting you also joy to savor that your victory, that good thing that He has given you. Because if you have it and you cannot enjoy it, then what is it about? So eventually, what is it that? It's only Him that should give you glory. Because what did God want to do? All He wants to do is that He wants to shine through you. He did it. He is the one that did it. There's no part of it that is your doing. He just wants to shine through the clay in you. What do I mean? You, ordinary clay. He wants to let His glory shine through you. So you should give Him all the glory. So thank you guys for listening to me today. I know that you will remember this. Whatever you achieve in life, it is God that gave it to you. So because of that, do not forget to continue to return the glory to Him. And He's going to take you higher and higher. God bless you. By this, we actually have come to the end of this series, and we are hoping to start another series soon. Just watch out for it, guys. Watch out for it, and we'll really be interested to hear your feedback. How God bless you through all these things that we have done. We are still hoping, like I said from the beginning, if we can have interviews and we can have opportunity, you think you have something you want to share with us, you want us to share and have an interview and share online with everybody to see, we'll be very interested in that. So make sure that you reach out to me. God bless you guys. I know that God will do something with you. He is the one that gave me the instruction. I've obeyed Him, and He's going to do what He wants to do with this thing. So let us make sure that we watch out for the next series. God bless you guys. See you guys around.